to get with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Rowe. I'm joined here as always. I'm my brother Tim, and today we've got a full slate for you guys. For a Tuesday card, Tim, one thing I noticed is the NHL card is not as big as I thought it was going to be. We have 8 games. Usually there's like 12 on a Tuesday, so something interesting there. Not as many hockey games. But that's fine because we got a full slate of baseball to go over, and then you got some NBA to go over as well. I'm going to try to make it as far as into this baseball card as I can before about 10:55 when I leave. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right, 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Ended up being a positive day because of a triple up at the end. Let's get into it. It started off really well the day yesterday. Atlanta team total over 5.5. Cubbies team total over 4.5. First 5 under 4.5 with the Pittsburgh-Washington game. 3-0 to start the day. The next 2 are very frustrating because Cincinnati first 5 and LA first 5. They lose the first 5. They win the full game with bullpen disadvantages because that's what makes sense. Yep. Tampa Bay team total over 4.5. Full game over. Full game money line, both losers there. Panthers -125, loser to the Leafs 6-4. Pelicanos -120, loser. They were blown out. They made that look a lot closer. They got blown out pretty bad that game. Yeah. That game was a lot closer than the score shows because it was a 13-point game at the end. We got an overtime winner, Tim. St. Louis Blues +170, a big doggy winner in overtime, which was awesome to see. The under 5.5 was a terrible look in that Kings game. They finished just 4-3. The Yankees keep it going. Money line for the Yankees, winner there. Over 8. Seattle, Cleveland was a winner there. Over 8. San Diego, St. Louis was a push. San Fran money line was a loser. And then the triple up at the end of the night that got way too sweaty at the end, but all cashed. First period over 1.5 was easy. It was 3-1 Kraken at the end of the first period. And then the game finished 4-2, but the team total over 3.5 got through, and so did the full game over 5.5. I kind of want to look to try to do that with some of these games that I have projected as pretty good overs, is take the first period full game over and the team total over, something like that if I really, really like it. And I can actually implement that into baseball where I take a first 5 over, a full game over, and a team total over as well if I just expect runs, and more runs. So maybe that's something I'll learn to attack, is doing it that way. But overall, finished up 1.5 units yesterday, so a positive day for me.
Really, really good day on the site. I will say that. What was it? 8 and 3, although one of them I probably should have left off, we'll be honest, but at least we had a big day, so it really ultimately didn't matter. I wanted to take the shot. It didn't work out. We start off with Go Cubs Go on the run line. 5-0 winner. Nice little league home run for the Cubbies in there. That was nice. I'll discuss that game next because that one was awesome. Cincinnati Reds money line, winner in extra innings. Never in doubt, Angels money line. Totally didn't need them to come back from being down 4-0. After that first inning, the Hornets rolled. So that was very nice. Not the Hornets, sorry. The Angels rolled. Hornets, here's where I messed up a little bit. I took them plus the 17.5, which would have been nice. I would have went 1-0. I decided to take a shot with the plus 11.15 money line on the side as well. So it ended up being a break-even day. I'll take that shot. It's fine. Florida was a loser for Nick. Blues were a winner. How about them Red Sox, Nick? Red Sox run line plus 125. Love to see it. San Fran couldn't get it done as the Dodgers continue to win. And the over in that Kraken game was nice for you as well. 8-3, up 6.44 units. Oh, forgot to mention the one game that I love the most. How about them Orioles? Run line, never in doubt. Plus 137. Totally didn't take the Kansas City Royals, tying it up in the top of the ninth. For Westberg, they had a 2-run home run. Because I'll be honest, I stopped paying attention to that game after the bottom of the eighth, thinking, all right, my bet's done. And then all of a sudden, I check my phone later and see ESPN bet saying the Orioles run line winner. I'm like, what? Yeah, that was really, really nice to see. So ultimately, good day there. The Mets still suck, but we'll move on to today. Nick, go ahead and say hi to the chat, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm setting up. There we go. I was just setting up my split screen there with the line history sites as well, getting those all set up here. There. There we go. All right. Down go the Rangers. Yeah, I said that was a Penguin spot yesterday, but I swore off betting the Penguins, and I think this is a Penguin spot again tonight. And I'm not going to bet it because I've sworn off. This card sucks in my opinion because there's maybe a couple spots, but I didn't bet anything. I haven't bet anything on this hockey card, so we'll see. The Leafs are low-key real playoff threat. They are playing physical hockey now, which is perfect for playoffs. Yes, but there's one thing you have to keep in mind: they are the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we've seen this all before. So
We have
there. Morning, brothers. Let's smash it today. Good luck to y'all and the chat. Appreciate it. Good morning. Morning. Trout, 2+ hits. Matthew with 3+ points. Jeez. There you go. That Flyers goalie is massive, 6'7". Yeah, Fedorov. I'm still I think that was the most pissed off I've been at an Islanders game if they won. Because how dare they give the Flyers a point like that? The Flyers tied up the game with less than 10 seconds left, and the Islanders desperately needed to win that game in regulation.
Yeah.
I'm in that gonna bet no bat ninth the Orioles every game this year club. That's every
money line run line club. Come on.
Yeah, Phillies no, Yankees and Pacers. Kind of mad I didn't bet the Grizzlies, but it is what it is. Yeah. Let's cash, Twins. Let's cash. Do we fade the Mets today? It's a lock every day to fade them. So, you know what it is. How about this game for playoff implications? This is one that, even if I don't have money on it, I will keep my eye on this one tonight. We have the Buffalo Sabres. They're taking on the Washington Capitals. It's obviously not because the Sabres are playing. It's because the Caps are playing. Line opened up at a -126. It's now a -127. So we've had a 1-cent line movement here towards Buffalo. This line opened up at a 6 at -108. It's now a 6 at -106. I have this game projected for, I want to say, Darcy Kemper and for Charlie Lindgren, or not Charlie Lindgren, Darcy Kemper and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. It could be Lindgren. Keep an eye out for that, though. 1,400 tickets in, 50-50 split on the tickets, and that's all we got. So the market's kind of useless on this game here. I was interested in the Sabres. I was expecting, okay, we get the Capitals in a playoff spot, and the Sabres really not. And this is a must-win game for the Caps. Because I kind of want to take a look at the money puck here, and see what type of how big of a game this is. I wanted to bet the Sabres in this game, not at this number though. And just because must win does not mean we'll win, so that's something to keep an eye out for people betting the Caps. If the Capitals win this game in reg, their odds of playoffs go up to 78.9. If they lose this game in reg, it goes down to 56.3. So this is about a 22-point swing, depending on whether or not they win in reg. It won't be as big if the Sabres, if they win this game in regulation, they go from 0.5 to 0.9.
Okay.
If they lose this game in regulation, it goes to 0. I believe. Would this be their elimination game if they lose in reg? Because this is the Capitals they're chasing as well. Is their elimination number 2 or 3 or 4?
I have not a clue. I stopped paying attention. They suck.
So this could be the elimination game.
We're not making playoffs, but we can play spoiler.
Absolutely, you can. I have no interest in this game. At the 6th number, I'm actually kind of interested in an over in this game. In this spot, I think that the over could be an interesting look here. I'm gonna see what type. If I can get a 5.5, I'm definitely interested in this over. Maybe that's the way to attack this game. Let's take a look here. Can I get a 5.5? I can on ESPN bet. I can on FanDuel, but it's -130 and -140. I'm gonna keep an eye out for this game. Maybe I just take the -130 on the on ESPN bet. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take over 5.5 -130 on ESPN bet for this game.
I'm not gonna take a side on this one. I'll be rooting for my Sabres to kind of mess around with what do you call it? But I will be taking a player prop. You know why I'm gonna be taking a player prop? And it's gonna be Mr. Jeff Skinner. Mr. 1,000 games in the NHL tonight, plus 290 for him to score a goal. Give me Mr. Skinner. That's the only thing I care about in this game. That's the obviously I won't be watching this one because we'll be at the ECU NC State baseball game. But I'm hoping to see Buffalo Sabres goal scored by Jeff Skinner in his 1,000th game. So let's get that going. Other than that, the Sabres are probably going to lose tonight, let's be honest. So probably free money to take the opposite side with the Capitals. And parlay that with the Tigers tonight. That's some real free money right there, Nick.
Okay. Do you want to sound like a sports bettor or you want to sound like a fan?
Yes. No kidding. I'm not betting. I'm not betting either one of those games. I just wanted to be funny. Jarlander still haven't won back-to-back games yet.
Yeah.
Capitals money line. Go ahead, have fun. Yo. What's up, Mr. Joe? Tuck assist TNT top option 2 points plus 450. Go for it. Let's cash. Avalanche Blue Jackets easy under.
Yeah, that was an easy under.
Sharks easy under.
No, it wasn't. Oh, it was 6.5. Yeah, I got 5.5 in that game. I was gonna say I cashed my over trifecta in that game.
I can't laugh at my Red Wings. Ain't any better. I'm on Capitals and Wild.
I was looking at the Wild.
First period over.
I can definitely see a first period over in this game as well.
We'll go to the next game, Florida and Montreal. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink while you talk hockey because the Sabres game was the only one that I had to play in, and it was the player prop.
Fair enough. We have the Florida Panthers and the Montreal Canadiens. This line opened up at a 225. It's still a 225. Line opened up at a 6 at -115. It's down to a 6 at plus 102. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, which is none. No cash flow. Cool. And looking at this game for me, projecting wise, I have this game projected for the Panthers to be favorites, but I see a little bit of an edge here with Montreal. And when you're looking at the way this, and actually, I think this could be an interesting look for the Canadiens in this game. The more and more I look at it, when you look at what this Panthers team has done as of late, they've kind of struggled. And we weren't expecting to dominate the whole time. But this is also their third game in 4 days. They just played in Toronto. Now they go to Montreal. And I believe coming up is, also, and then they go to Ottawa and to Boston. So they're on a little road trip now. They're on a 4-game road trip through that. This has been an absolute domination series, though, for the Florida Panthers. They've won 7 in a row and 9 of the last 10 against the Montreal Canadiens. I would think Canadiens first period, maybe Canadiens money line. But overall in this game, it's not something I'm particularly interested in getting involved with. So it's going to be a pass in this game. Let's see. Twins money line on my mind. We'll get into that with baseball. Panthers puck line. Brew Crew. Barkov 2 points. Reinhardt assist. Wow, I've seen a lot of love for Reinhardt goal. No, I've never heard for Reinhardt assist though. This game I have really no interest in, but let's get into it. Here are the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New Jersey Devils. The Devils minus 165 favorites with a total of 6.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 160. It's down to a 157. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 103. It's a 6.5 or 6.5 minus 103. It's not 6.5 at plus 102. Move towards the under. Move towards the Penguins in this game here. We have 80% of the tickets are on the Penguins, 1,400 tickets in. So that's all we got. Those 67% of the tickets are on the cash, are on the under, and no cash flow on either side here. I have this game projected for 6.6 goals. So I see this as about right for the total. And when it comes to the side here, I'm not particularly, it would be Penguins or nothing for me, but because I'm not laying this type of number with the New Jersey Devils. They've done nothing to prove to me that they should be laying this type of number. And I get the Penguins have been a nice bet against this year. I've sworn off betting the Penguins, so it's a pass for me in this game. But it'd be Penguins or nothing. Yesterday was a great day. Today will be a great day. Let's get it. Iowa plus 650 outright looks good. They have to still beat South Carolina, but yeah. Might double down at plus 300. Good luck. Rust assist, Malkin or Crosby 2 points, plus 425. I like those little player props you're working with there. Lean over, Pens have been scoring. Yeah. I think I'm going to do under 6.5 in all the NHL. Good luck. Here we go. We have the New York Islanders and the Chicago Blackhawks. This is a pretty big game for the Islanders. Let's get into it here, where we have this game opened up with the Islanders as minus 240 favorites. It's up to a minus 245 now. Line opened up at a 5.5 minus 121. It's now a 5.5 at minus 120. So we've had a 1 cent line movement towards the over or towards the under. We've had a 5 cent line movement towards the Islanders. And we have 60% of the tickets and 88% of the cash is on the Blackhawks in this game. So big bets coming in on the Blackhawks and lines moving towards the Islanders. So the book's really not showing any fear towards that Blackhawks money. I'm taking a look at money, but I want to see what they say for this game when it comes. This is a big game for the Isles. I think every game's a big game for the Isles. With a win in if they beat them in regulation, their odds of the playoffs go up 3.4% to 17.2. If they win in overtime, it's up to 17.1. So not really too much of a difference between an overtime win and a regulation win, other than tiebreakers, which at this point, with the amount of games the Islanders have gone to overtime, tiebreakers not going to be in their favor. If they lose in regulation, their odds go from they'll drop 8.4% down to 5.4. If they lose in overtime, down to 9.9. This is a must-win game for the Islanders, and this is a semi-big game for the Blackhawks. I'm joking, but like if they lose in regulation, their odds of Celebrini goes up to 14%. For the number 1 overall pick. That's what they're playing for, is they're playing to lose games. Obviously, the Islanders should not be minus 240 favorites in this game, but do I want to trust the Chicago Blackhawks on the road? That's an easy no. It would be at 5.5, it'd be an over or nothing for me, but this will be a pass for me here.
Right on. Where did you leave off?
It shows 3 chats. Let's see right there.
Barzell 2 points, Palmieri 2 points, Nick.
Yeah, I can see it.
Too much pressure for the Isles. Sorokin. Okay. Oh, by the way, I just figured out Robert on Twitter is the one Canes guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just put those two together when he mentioned the because I didn't for some reason I didn't sync those two together, but I did when I saw the Matthews point. No, the Trout hits. He mentioned the Trout hits and he messaged me about that. So I just put 2 and 2 together with that one. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next game here. This one has my interest a little bit here. The Nashville Predators and the Boston Bruins. The Bruins are minus 120 favorites in this game. Total of 6 in the spot. And let's take a look at the line history. Line opened up at a 114 for Boston. It's down to a 108. So we have a line movement towards the Predators here in this game. And the line opened up at a 6 at plus 109. It's now a 6 at plus 106. So a move towards the under in this game as well. We have 80% of the tickets are on the Bruins and line moving towards the Preds. And this was a game that I think this was the one I was closest to doing a free pick video last night, but like nothing graded out super well for me to bet anything last night. So I end up staying off this game. The more and more I look at this game, though, the more and more interested I am in Nashville. And my numbers have Nashville around a minus 110, minus 115 favorite in this game. Kind of think the wrong team's favored in this spot. Why are the Bruins favored on the road? And I know that you'll probably turn that philosophy, turn it against me and saying, oh, then the Bruins puck line is probably the play. I would only look Preds in this game. And I want to take a look at what the best number I can get for this one is, because this line's kind of dropped. And the best I can do is minus 102 on DraftKings. So it'll be enough to keep me off because I wanted plus money with the Preds, but it's definitely Preds or nothing for me in this game.
I would be leaning towards the Preds. Believe they flipped from a dog. It's about a pick 'em, so I guess that really doesn't matter. No, I still think that the books are very low on the freaking Nashville Predators. And they're still super high on Boston. Boston's still a solid team. Obviously, I think Boston's front runner for the President's Cup right now. Does that sound right? So. It makes sense that they're favorited. Nashville is on a crazy run, though. It's very, very difficult to fade Nashville, although they've lost the last 2 games combined 15-8. So maybe there's some regression coming for them. I'm not betting. I'm not betting these games just because I don't really feel the need to bet hockey today. There's a lot of baseball, a couple NBA games, some NIT. So I'm more interested in betting the other stuff.
Fair.
Sorry, Nick, I'll stop doing that. Bruins money line. Pasta and Zaka assists. Pasta 2 points. Zaka assists plus 150. Nice. I could see that. 4-3 type of game. So maybe an over. I feel like the Preds run is over. They kind of did run too hot, too quickly. Odds dropped on Panthers and Preds overnight. Kind of did. All right, Nick. 1-800-GAMBLER.
I actually like this game a little bit. Let's get into it. No, it's not. It actually grades out pretty well for me. But let's get into it. We have the Minnesota Wild and the Ottawa Senators. This line opened up at 130. It's up to a 138. And this line opened up at a 6 at minus 123. It's now a 6 at minus 121. So we've had a move towards the under. We've had a move towards the Wild in this game here. Let's see if we have any type of ticket information for this game. 75% of the tickets are on the Sens and the line moving towards the Wild. That's kind of interesting there. And looking at this game for me, my numbers have the Wild as a pretty decent favorite. The only problem is having to trust the Minnesota Wild. But when you look at this Wild team, I look for them to be able to do pretty well against this Sens team. Maybe this is just an overplay at the over 6 number. And the line's going down on that 6, but I don't really care. Maybe this is just I don't trust the Wild at this number, so maybe you just play the team total over and the full game over rather than trying to play their minus 1 line or something like that. Because can I see the Sens putting up 3 goals in this game? Absolutely. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move on the over in this game, which I can get over 6 at minus 120 on BetMGM. I'm going to move on that, and then I'm going to grab the team total over for the Wild as well. That's the way I'm going to attack this game. Is the Wild team total over, the full game over? Do I go first period over? I'm going to go first period over 2. This will be my over trifecta game. First period over 1.5 is -130 on bets 365. So I'm going to bet all those three different bets on 3 different books.
What's up, fellas? I bet the show long as hell since baseball started, capping 3 major sports.
Yep.
It actually hasn't been that bad because we actually haven't. I mean, on the weekends we did college basketball instead of the big NBA cards, so it's actually been a little bit easier that way. Obviously, we're doing NBA today, but I mean, yeah, it's always fun to cap 3 different sports at one time. Erickson, Eck, assist, and Kaprizov, 2 points.
Yeah, I'm all for props in this game. I think this is a high-scoring game. All right, let's go over to Bet365.
How about the final hockey game of the day, Nick?
Yeah. Then this one's probably one of the easier passes on the card. Calgary. No, it's actually this is not the last game of the night, Tim. Nice try.
Sorry, there's one in between. My bad. I read it over quickly. Shut up.
We have the Anaheim Ducks and the Calgary Flames. Line opened up at a -240. It's down to a 221. Line opened up at a 6 at -116. It's now a 6 at -115. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. 67% of the tickets, 95% of the cash on the Ducks, and the lines move towards the Ducks. As crazy as this sounds, I would only look Ducks in this game. That's the only way I can look at this game. Yeah, what the duck? Yeah, exactly. I'm ducking insane with this game, but beyond the point. Unfortunately, Aflac cannot help with insurance on this game, so it's a pass in this one. No interest for this game.
All right, then we will jump into the last game, Nick. Canucks and the Golden Knights, 2 of the teams that I really like. Golden Knights -135.5 the total. We've seen the Vancouver Canucks have already clinched. I'm pretty sure they're pretty close to clinching the 1 seed in their division, clinching their division. Division, not conference, division. Yeah. And then we got Vegas, who's trying to hold on to a wild card spot. What are you thinking?
Yeah, this will be probably a fun game to watch. I don't really see too much betting value on this game. Line opened up at a -121. It's up to a 130. Line opened up at a 5.5 at -113. It is still the 5.5 at -113. 67% of the tickets are on the over, 50-50 split on the tickets, according to Action. Let's take a look at my projections for this game here, where I have this game projected for the Knights to be around -115, -120. I think this line's about right, and I have this game projected for 5.58 goals, so I think this total is about right. This will be a fun game for playoff implications, not to make the playoffs or anything like that, but just playoff implications and seeding implications there. But overall, not a game I will be getting involved with. So my night will be my hockey night will be the over in the Capitals game and the over trifecta in the Wild game. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'm betting today. Yeah.
Pedersen, JT Miller, 2 points. Pedersen, 2 points. JT Miller, 2 points. Canucks. Vegas Golden Knights, 60-minute Thompson versus DeSmith is a no-brainer. Okay. Let's hop into baseball.
Yeah, I'm just tracking this first period over, and then I'm going to grab the team total over for the Wild. I'm still trying to bet that. Let's switch over to MLB. For this one, I've got about 25 minutes to go over as many MLB games as I can. Let's try to get this over to MLB. There we go. We have the Milwaukee Brewers and the Minnesota Twins. Jacob Junis, Louis Varland, your pitching matchup for this game here. Line open up on Bet Online with the scroll. There we go. Line open up at a -110 for Milwaukee. They got up to +105 at one point, and now it's back to -110. So we've had no line movement on the side. And for the total, this line opened up at an 8.5 at +105. It's now an 8.5 -115. So we have a move towards the over. We had a decent move towards the Twins right off the rip, but then it's come all the way back to the Brewers here. And that's in this one. We have 67% of the tickets are on the under, but yet this line moving towards the over is kind of interesting there. 28% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Twins in this spot as well. Jacob Junis and Louis Varland, your pitching matchup here. Let me switch over from hockey to MLB on this site so I can get up the pitchers here. Jacob Junis last year pitched in 40 games, started only 4, then went 4-3 with a 3.87 ERA, 96 strikeouts, 21 walks, 37 earned runs, 90 hits, and 86 innings pitched. On the flip side, we have Louis Varland, the righty for the Twins in this game, who last year appeared in 17 games, started 10 of them, went 4-3 with a 4.63 ERA, struck out 71, walked 17 in 68 innings pitched, 35 earned runs, 66 hits. I think we see offense early in this game between these two teams. I don't trust either of these pitchers. I think this is a low total. The line's moved towards the over, juice-wise. And with the tickets coming, even though the tickets and the money coming in on the under is kind of interesting there, kind of telling me that they don't really fear this under money. And with the line moving towards the over, it kind of everything correlates for me here. Two pitchers I don't particularly trust. Great, I get it. It's a little bit of an earlier start time, but I like this game to go over the total. So I'm going to grab some over 8.5 in this game, where I can find that on Fanatics at -110. I'm going to bet that there.
I'm gonna be on Milwaukee. This is a team that's looked solid the first couple of games. Granted, against a bad Mets team, but I like Jacob Junis. I know that he was on the Giants last year. He was more of a bullpen arm last year, but he did well. 86 innings, 3.87 ERA. Ultimately, just solid. He's been one of the. He seems like he's been getting better over the years. Since he left Kansas City, that was definitely a good thing for him to go to get out of Kansas City at that time. Louis Varland is not somebody I'm super high on. He was more of a bullpen arm, and I just like the overall spot for the Milwaukee Brewers home opener. I think it's a good spot for them. So I'm going to be jumping on the Milwaukee Brewers -115.
The best team in baseball, the Brewers.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that, but I'm on the Brewers in this one.
Sure.
Back to the chat.
Go for it. I'm still trying to lock in this wild team total over.
All right, fine. Under 4.5 in that VGK game. Under in the Canucks game, 13-3-1 to the under last 17 games. Right on. Brewers, Twins. I want to take the Brewers, but I do not trust the pitching. Maybe an over? Nick likes the over.
Yes, the over.
Does it matter when a team on a long road trip like hockey?
Not as much in baseball.
Not as much in baseball because they play more games on the road anyway. So let's roll on to this game, Nick.
Yeah. By the way, wild team total over 3.5 even money. That's what I got for this game. All right, let's get into it here. The Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles -170 favorites, total of 8.5 in this game. We have Alec Marsh and Cole Irving, your pitching matchup here. And actually, the line history moving towards the Orioles in this game. Line opened up in a 160, is now up to a 162. So we've had a slight move towards Baltimore in this game. Line opened up in an 8.5 at -130, got up to a 9. It's back down to an 8.5, and it's moved towards the under actually since the opening line. We have 33% of the tickets and 76% of the cash on the under. Lines moving that direction. We have 91% of the tickets, 83% of the cash on the Orioles money line. 7,500 tickets in, 93% of the tickets, and 96% of the cash on the run line for Baltimore as well. We have Alec Marsh and Cole Irving. Marsh appeared in 17 games last year, started 8 of them, 3-9 with a 5.69 ERA, so not great. 85 strikeouts, 39 walks, and 74 and a third innings pitched, 47 earned runs, 77 hits allowed there. Cole Irving on the other side pitched with Baltimore last year, appeared in 24 games, started 12 of them, went 1-4 with a 4.42 ERA, 68 strikeouts, 21 walks, and 77 and a third innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 78 hits. And this is a tricky game for me because when you look at these two pitchers, I anticipate runs. because neither of these pitchers really strike confidence for me in being able to trust them. But the market's moving towards the under, which that doesn't make sense to me. So it's a pass for me in this game. I feel like the Orioles will be more of an over team this year, and the Royals will be more of an under team this year. That's just my feel on these teams right off the rip. So I have no interest in this game. It's a pass.
It's so far 3-1 on the money line, up 1.55 units. It's 3-1 on the run line, up 2.75 units. Day 5 of betting the Baltimore Orioles every single day. Their money line today is around. I use bet. I did this half an hour ago on ESPN bet. Orioles money line minus 165. Orioles run line plus 125. So I put it. If anybody is interested in tracking all of the Baltimore Orioles plays with me, there's the tweet. And I'm just going to constantly I'm retweeting on top of the retweet on top of the retweet. So at the end of the year, there's going to be like 300 and something retweets on one post.
Wow.
Of all the Baltimore Oriole games. So if you guys are interested in that, that is the link to that here. Go ahead and follow my my Twitter account. It is from my gaming days. So that's why the name of it is Gaming Giggity. It is from the gaming days, but it is what it is. Orioles run line today. The over, Cole Irving over 4.5 strikeouts. Somehow. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds in this game here. We have Spencer Turnbull against Graham Ashcraft. Good little pitching matchup there. Yes. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot where we have this line open up at a 140. It's down to a 136. So we've had a move towards the Cincinnati Reds. We have this line open up at a 9. It's down to an 8.5. So we do have a move towards the under in this game as well. 60% of the tickets are on the under. The line's moving in that direction. 67% of the tickets are on the Reds. The line has also moved in that direction. We have Graham Ashcraft and Spencer Turnbull. Ashcraft coming in, appeared in 26 games, started all 26 of them, went 7-9 with a 4.76 ERA, 111 strikeouts and 52 walks, and 45 and 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 77 earned runs on 148 hits. On the flip side, Spencer Turnbull last year appeared in only 7 games for the Tigers. I think he got hurt last year. Yes. He went 1-4 with a 7.26 ERA and 31 innings pitched. So what to expect from Spencer Turnbull, I don't know. And if he struggled in Comerica Park last year with the Tigers, and now he's heading to that little bandbox in Philadelphia, he's going to get plastered this year. But with that being said, with everything, with the markets moving the way they are, I mean, I would be only looking Reds first 5. I'm shocked that this total has actually gone down the more and more I look at it. But it's a stay off spot for me.
Give me the Reds. Give me the Redbirds. This is a pitcher that I'm 100% interested in backing a lot this year in Graham Ashcraft. He's got some nasty stuff. And getting him at a nice plus money, I will be backing him a bunch this year. So what I like to do in baseball, Nick, I know you love to look at the markets. I love to look at all the pitchers. And I find a couple pitchers that I'm high on in the beginning of the year, and I back throughout the entire year. Plus 120 for Mr. Ashcraft is something in my wheelhouse that I want to be going after. So that's where I'm going to start it off. I'm going to continue my baseball card with the Cincinnati Reds on the money line here.
There you go. Yeah, that was a spot that maybe I move on. I would look first 5 with them. What is that first 5 number?
Wait, so you like the Reds?
I would only look in that direction.
All right, cool. Good enough for me. I like to put plays up on the site that I like that either you are on or you lean that way or so.
Yeah, I'm not laying it with the Phillies. It's Reds or nothing, but it would be Reds first 5 for me, which Reds first 5. Can I get a decent number for Reds first 5? Plus 120 on Bet365, plus 120 on BetMGM. Yeah. Yeah, I would lean that way, but I don't know.
Wild over 3.5.
Plus 110 on Bet365. Yeah, I see. I don't shop around as much on team totals because I use BetStamp to shop around lines, and they don't help me out with team totals that much. So I appreciate that. Maybe I need to look at 365 for team totals.
Don't baseball series always go one team wins 2 games and loses the last one? No. There's plenty of sweeps. There's lots of sweeps. Reds. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're on the Reds. Here's a team that we like, Nick. Or sorry, here's a team that we like betting against.
Yeah. Miami Marlins and the LA Angels. I was pissed because I lost my first bet fading the Marlins yesterday because I took the first 5, not the full game. But here's the thing, though. I can't trust this Angels team full games. Let's get into it, though. We have Anderson and Luzardo, the pitching matchup here in this one. If I can get the line history up, that'll be cool. It is. There we go. Line opened up at a 130, though, for Miami. It's up to a 142. We've seen this happen a few times this year, though, where the markets respect Miami, and I just don't. Line opened up at an 8. It's up to an 8.5. So we've had to move towards the over. We've had to move towards Miami. A lot of people love Jesus Luzardo. I don't get it. A lot of people do. 83% of the tickets are on Miami, 9,789 tickets in. 54% of the tickets and 46% of the cash is on the over. And the line moving towards the over in this game here, which generates interest for me with the over in this spot. Now, we've seen from Luzardo this year. We've seen he went up against the Pirates. He got the no decision, went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Last year, he started 32 games. He went 10-10 with a 3.58 ERA, 208 strikeouts, 55 walks. So that's probably what they like from him is he strikes out a lot of batters. But this is a game where, once again, wow. I feel like we saw this coming a little bit, Tim. The Marlins suck. And here's the way I'm going to do it is I've seen the Marlins jump out early in games and then the bullpen's been bad. I'm just going to play the full game with the Angels, which I don't anticipate on doing much this year. And also, Tim, if you look, what has it been for the pitching staff for the Miami Marlins? It's been bad. And what have they been playing a lot of? Well, you know what they've also been playing a lot of this year? Overs. Huh. It's been nothing but overs for the Miami Marlins. So I'm gonna here's my way of betting the Angels full game and feeling okay about it too. I'm gonna get the Angels plus 125 on BetMGM and the full game over 8.5 and minus 115. I like the double up spot in this one here. It's pretty simple. I think this is the way we should be doing it because all 5 games have resulted in that the Marlins have played this year have resulted in a Marlins loss and an over. So give me a Marlins loss and an over today. Angels plus 125, full game over 8.5.
All right, so I'm just gonna take the fade in the Marlins train. We're gonna continue to do that. This is a Marlins team that we are very, very low on this year. We've faded them every single game so far this year, and it's only been nice to us.
Yep. It's been the one thing we've gotten right so far this year.
Yeah. So, because so far, I'm looking on the side, type in Miami. Pittsburgh money line, Pittsburgh money line, Pittsburgh money line, Pittsburgh money line, Angels money line, Angels money line. We're going to continue to fade it. So far this year, 5-0 on them. And guess what, Nick? All of them plus money. So the way I see it, even if we lose, we're still up a chunk. Let me figure out exactly how much we're up on them. 5.71 units. Fading on this year. So very nice. Love to see it. Give me the Angels in this one again.
There you go.
What book is it that makes you withdraw in Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't use those types of books. I did not know Miguel Sano was on the Angels. There you go. How about the ending of that Orioles game, boys? Nice. I love to see it. Love to see it. Angels was too sweaty yesterday. Scared me off them today. Nope. Anderson over 4.5 strikeouts. Yep. Let's hope this first Mets wins tonight. Can't go 5-0. Also, where's JD Martinez? I thought they recently signed him. He said he was going to take about 10 days to get baseball ready. And then he would.
I'm sorry. You're a professional player. How are you not baseball ready throughout the entire offseason? You're just a lazy piece of crap, is what you are. If you're
over
not ready.
Marlins and San Diego. Over. Trout home run. Why not? I like it. Thumbs up. Plus 125 with the Angels. Yes. That was a beautiful ninth inning for the O's. I had the team total over 4.5. Mountcastle home run. Hit it. Nice. Morning, gentlemen. Morning untouchable. Blues money line and the under. Orioles run line never in doubt. Dude, I love these never in doubt winners that we were hearing. So let's get more of those tonight. Let's go to this game, Nick.
Yeah. Texas Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are minus 155 favorites in this game with a total of 8.5. Now, all these odds I got from DraftKings Sportsbook, by the way. I've been switching up the sportsbooks I've been typing out all the games off of just because. I don't know why. Line opened up at a 135. It's up to a 148 on Bet Online. But when we do go over line history, it'll always be Bet Online numbers. That's the way it is because they usually come out with the games the earliest. Usually them and DraftKings come out with the games the earliest. So line opened up in an 8.5 even money. It's an 8.5 at minus 102. So a slight move towards the over and a move towards Tampa. A big move towards Tampa. 46% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on Tampa. 5,800 tickets in, 67% of the tickets are on the over. So the line moved towards Tampa. The line moved towards the over in this game here. Take a look here. We have Andrew Heaney and Zach Eflin. This is Heaney's season debut. He appeared in 34 games last year at the Rangers. Started 28 of them, went 10-6 with a 4.15 ERA, 151 strikeouts, 60 walks, and 147 in the third innings pitched, 68 earned runs, 143 hits allowed. On the flip side, Zach Eflin pitched in the first game of the year. He got the L, did not pitch well at all. 6 earned runs on 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 5 2/3 innings pitch against the Orioles, the Blue Jays, last year, he appeared in 31 games, went 16-8 with a 3.50 ERA, 186 strikeouts, and 24 walks. What a strikeout to walk ratio. That was 69 nice earned runs and 158 hits allowed and 177 2/3 innings pitched. I want to back Zach Eflin, and I want to do it here in this game. The line history is telling me that the Rays are the play, and the markets are telling me that as well. And maybe we look at a team total over as well with the Rays, especially if they got smacked up yesterday. I expect for them to respond here today. The Rays -1 is where I'm going to be going in this game, and I just got to shop around to find the best number. Which will be I'm going to shop around here. It looks like BetMGM giving me a -155 and a +135 on the Rays here in this game. So I'm going to be taking the -1 line here for the Rays in this game.
This one's just a stay away spot for me. You know, I like my boy Zach Eflin, but I don't think I can mess with him today. This is a Rangers team that's going to be good this year. Andrew Heaney, I don't mind. I'm just not. I'm not touching the Rays. That's -155 against that. It's just, I think that's way too wide of a line. It'd be Texas or nothing for me. But when it comes to it, next couple games are kind of past games for me until we reach the Cubbies game.
Fair.
Quickly run through the chat. Nerfy in the Marlins game. Happy Sabres Day. Capitals money line in the over. You can't say Happy Sabres Day and then bet against them. That's not how it works. Adolis Garcia hits a effing bomb yesterday. Yes, he did. Rangers first 5. Predators puck line. You know what? If you're going to go after it, might as well go big or go home. I like it. Rangers money line. Plus money. I mean, why not? Yeah, give me the Rangers again. My Blues futures to make playoffs plus 2,000 still have a chance.
Dang, I wish I got the 2,000. I only had plus 170 with that, but yeah.
I expect Rays to show up yesterday. Eflin on the do not bet list until he improves. Heaney is pretty good. Yesterday was a banger. Caitlin Clark, 30.7 rebounds, 10 assists.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
But one thing I gotta say is people on Twitter needs to stop commenting that she can compete in the NBA, though. But that's beyond the point. Because I've seen a bunch of people like, oh, she should be drafted in the NBA.
No, she shouldn't.
Thank you. New York Mets. This will probably be the last game I go over for today because I have to head out in a couple minutes here for class. But here we go again. The New York Mets open up to minus 120. It's up to a minus 126. We have a line move towards the Mets. Where have we seen this one before, other than almost every game? Line open up in an 8. It's down to a 7.5. So we have a move towards the under. We have a move towards the Mets. 63% of the tickets, 86% of the cash on the Mets, moving the line. And no cash flow on this total here. In this game, let's take a look at the line history of Casey Mize and Adrian Hauser, both making their season debuts. In Casey Mize, this will be his first game since 2022. The last time we saw him, he, I think, got Tommy John surgery after 2 starts of the 2022 season. So he hasn't pitched in well over a year. And on the other side, Adrian Hauser, the Mets got him from Milwaukee in the offseason. He appeared in 23 games last year, started 21 of them. Went 8-5 with a 4.12 ERA, 96 strikeouts, 34 walks, and 111 in the third innings pitched. 51 strikeouts, 21 hits allowed in this one here as well. And looking at this matchup here, I would like to fade Casey Mize off the bat. I would like to fade Mize coming back from Tommy John surgery because this is, I mean, we know how difficult it is to come back from these type of injuries and things along those lines. And I get it. The Mets are not particularly a team. Maybe the Mets are the exact team that Mize needs to face. But damn it, I'm going to take the Mets in this game. I would like to fade Mize in this game. I absolutely do. And I like Hauser. Hauser's a pitcher I do like. A lot of people made fun of it when they got the acquisition. I think he's going to have a decent year. And I'm just a sucker here. But I'm going to take the Mets here at $1.30 on Fanatics in this spot. And this is more of a, I want to fade Mize off of the injury. Because we do this all the time. When players come back from these type of injuries, we bet against them. So on BetMGM, I'm getting minus 130. I'm going to take the Mets.
Yeah, screw that. I'm not betting the Mets. You know why?
And
the Mets need speed. The Mets need power. The Mets need pitching. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
So, no, I'm not going after the Mets right now. Just not until they get their first win. Until we see offensive production from Nimmo, from Lindor, from McNeil, from DJ Burgers. We need offense. We had nothing through 10 freaking innings yesterday. They squandered Manaea, who looked fantastic yesterday. What was it? 9 strikeouts, 1 hit through 6 innings, and they couldn't get him shit. No, there is 0 chance I'm back in this Mets team right now. None. Until they show offense, until they show life, until we get production from those 4. Because somebody like Brett Beatty, hitting great. A freaking Alvarez, hitting great. Alonso, solid. Or solid enough, I should say. I just need more production from those other guys. So if you want to take something, let's look at player props. Because I would, if you're betting anything with the Mets, and you're probably going to have to parlay these because they're probably going to be super juicy. Or maybe look towards total bases. Hits. Do Alvarez and Brett Beatty to both get a hit. I think that's an interesting parlay, and you can get plus 161. Alvarez and Beatty. If you're doing anything with the Mets, that's what you should be doing. I like the pickup of Hauser. I think he's going to have a solid year. My big worry is the offense right now, and it's done nothing. Nothing for me to want to bet on them. Pass.
All right.
Clark County. No truth. Females cannot. Yes, they cannot. We're not gonna jump deep into that conversation. Hauser over strikeouts. I like it. Tigers are nothing. At this point, yes, until the Mets can actually start winning. Meh, pass. Are the Tigers good? No, they've played the White Sox and the Mets. No, they haven't proved anything to me yet. Tigers first five, love Mize' stats. He hasn't pitched.
I was going to say, like Mize' stats.
Really pitched
when?
in 2 years. So that's the only reason why I'm not backing.
The last time Mize pitched, the Mets were a 101 win baseball team.
Yeah. Under. I could see the under. Damn right, Timmy. McNeil is meh. Tigers are nothing. Wakanda forever. I don't know. I don't understand why the Wakanda forever is in there, but that's fine. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yep, but I got class, so I'm gonna head out here. So
all right. Sounds good. Send me your baseball card so I can put plays up on the site.
Will do.
All right. And I'm only going over one NBA game today because the whole entire slate's trash. Thank you. We'll go over to the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago White Sox. The Braves are minus 225 with a total of 9. Ronaldo Lopez taking on Garrett Crochet. Lopez pitched last year for both the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago White Sox. Appeared in 55 games, all of them in relief. Didn't allow a single run in the 12 games, 11 innings with the Guardians. It was a little bit different on the White Sox when he allowed 20 earned runs in 42 innings. So not a bad pitcher. He's going to get a start. I'm guessing this is more of a bullpen game for the Braves. Taking on Garrett Crochet, which had a solid start in his first game. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. So a guy that's kind of solid. And the way I look at this, I may end up jumping on the White Sox plus 2.5 at minus 135. Because I could see Crochet having a solid enough game to slow down this offense on the Braves. Although the Braves offense is quite scary. I'm probably going to end up staying off, but it is a strong lean towards the White Sox plus 2.5, saying that they can keep this one at least slightly close with a really good Braves team. But is it something I'm going after? Should the Braves be this big of favorites? Yeah, they probably should be. The White Sox are going to be one of the worst teams in baseball. The Braves are going to be the best team in baseball. But it's a bullpen game, so that's the only reason why I don't want to go after the Braves. That being said, it's probably going to be Braves winning this game 5-1. So, I can't really go anything crazy in this one. First 5 under. I could see an under in this game. I could see an under 9. My one worry would be Atlanta scoring 10 by themselves. But we'll go to this game. The Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies are minus 190 with a total of 7.5. We get Javier Assad taking on Kyle Freeland. Freeland, so far this year, has pitched once against Arizona. He was involved in that ugly game. There were the Arizona Diamondbacks 116-1. He pitched 2 1/3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 10 earned runs on 10 hits, a walk. Just an ultimately ugly game for him. On the opposite side, you get Jared Assad, who's making his first start of the year. He pitched 32 games last year for the Cubbies. 10 starts, 5-3 record, 3.05 ERA, and 109 1/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 93 hits, 41 walks, 94 strikeouts, 13 homers. I'm on the Cubbies again. I took the Cubbies on the run line. I think it's plus 115. This is just a fade of Colorado Rockies and a fade of Kyle Freeland, who may be the worst starting pitcher in baseball. So for me, this one is 100% a pass. It's not a pass, sorry. 100% on the Chicago Cubs to get another win. This is also a Cubs team I'm quite high on. So these are the games you need to win, and I think they win by this one by at least 2 runs. So give me the Cubbies run line in this one. Mize's spring stats is what I love. You can use spring training stats. That's fine. Personally, I put 0 stock into spring training. It's against a bunch of minor leaguers and the occasional starter. I'm not saying it's a bad thing for anybody to use spring training stats. Personally, I don't. Cubs run line, Cubbies run line. How can you possibly have a 38 ERA? 10 earned runs in 2 innings. That's why. 10 earned runs, 2 innings. Now, I'm going to break one of my rules today. We get the Houston Astros taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Astros are minus 155, 8.5 is the total. You get Jose Barrios taking on Framber Valdez. Barrios in his first start, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, 6 innings, and an 8-2 win versus the Rays. Framber Valdez kind of struggled in his first start, 3 earned runs, 6 walks, 5 hits, 4 2/3, 5 strikeouts, and a 5-4 loss to the Yankees. I'm betting the Blue Jays today. I am. Why? They just got no hit yesterday. And when a okay team gets shut down, yeah, that's a team that I want to be back in the next day. Whether or not it's getting no hit, whether or not it's getting perfect gamed, whatever it may be. And they got no hit last night by the Astros. I'm going to take them to bounce back here. I was able to get a nice price tag of plus 130 for the Toronto Blue Jays money line in this one. Kind of just backing them after that ugly ass game versus yesterday getting no hit. Who was the Cardinals pitcher last year that was complete ass? That would be Miles McCollum. And he's pitching today. And we're going to do the same thing with him. Kyle Freeland is the new him. There you go. There you go. This one should be a really solid game. You get the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Seattle Mariners. Mariners are a 125 favorite in this game with a total of 7. You get Shane Bieber taking on Luis Castillo. We'll start with Shane Bieber, who had a very solid start in his first time out. Granted, it was against the Oakland Athletics. No earned runs, 1 walk, 4 hits, 11 strikeouts in 6 innings, and an 8-0 win, as they should have in that game. Luis Castillo, coming off of a little bit more of an uglier game, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 hits, 5 innings pitched against, and 5 strikeouts against the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox offense is far better than the Cleveland Guardians offense. So that's why I'm not as worried about that start for him. I'm on the under 7 here. I expect this one to be a really good pitcher's duel. I am a big fan of Luis Castillo, and I do not trust either of these two teams' offenses. I know 7 may seem low in these days, but when it comes to this one, I could easily see this one being a 2-1 type of game. So I think this one is a low scoring. If you want to take the first 5 under as well, that's fine. I believe it's like a 3 or something like that. Personally, I don't bet first 5s. So I'm going to be on the under, full game under the 7. I trust both the bullpens to do it. Oh, Adam Wainwright. Not my call. It's the guy who tried. Adam Wainwright. There you go. Let's keep on rolling through the games. We get the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland Athletics. The Boston Red Sox, 155 favorites. 8 is your total in this one. Red Sox off to a nice 3-2 start. The A's off to a 1-4. We get Brian Baylor taking on Alex Wood. Baylor in his first start, 2 earned runs, no walks, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts in 5 innings, and a 6-4 win against Seattle. Alex Wood on the opposite side, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings pitched, in an 8-0 loss to the Cleveland Guardians. I'm on the Red Sox run line. I'm high on this Red Sox team. I'm going to be backing them a bunch this year. It's around even. I got it at even money. This Red Sox team is going to be good this year. Watch out. I think they are a competitor to win the division still, or not win the division. Sorry, I have to make the playoffs, I should say. But they have a potential to have a really big year as long as you get production from the young guys. And Brian Baylor is one of the key guys that I think they're going to get some good production from. So we're going to take the Boston Red Sox here, minus the 155. Not minus 155. Run line at around even money. Yeah, that was him. I got you now. Red Sox run line. Yes, Red Sox run line today. We got 3 more MLB games, and then I only have one play in the NBA. I'm not going to waste your time, guys' time talking over games that have double-digit spreads. I only have one that I like, and that's one of the late games. We'll look at the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. Padres minus 135 with a total of 8. And Yu Darvish taking on Miles McCollum. Miles McCollum is going to be a fade pitcher. There's pitchers that I like backing, and there's pitchers I like fading. Miles McCollum is a fade pitcher. 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 7 hits, 4 1/3 innings, 5 strikeouts, and a 7-1 loss to the Dodgers. On the opposite side, you get Yu Darvish, who's pitched twice already because he got to pitch in Korea, and then he pitched opening day. Combined 1 earned run, 4 walks, 7 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 8 2/3 innings pitched. He pitched in the 5-2 loss to the Dodgers and a 6-4 win against the Giants. And I trust Yu Darvish way more than I trust Miles McCollum. So I will be on Yu Darvish and the Padres. I'm going to be taking them on the run line around plus 160 like I did last night. This is a strict fade of Miles McCollum. I think this St. Louis Cardinals team is going to be bad this year. I think the Padres are also going to be bad this year. I'm not high on either one of these two teams, but I will be taking the Padres in this one. Run line at plus 160. Kings versus Clippers. I did not bet that game. It would be a lean towards the Kings. You think Clippers win? I lean Kings, but I did not bet that game. So I wish you the best of luck. This will be the game that I had my last baseball play, and we'll still talk over the last game. Actually, well, I don't have do I have a pitcher for that last game? Oh yeah, it's Glass now. Okay. We get the Arizona Diamondbacks hosting the New York Yankees. Arizona minus 120 with a total of 9. Nestor Cortez taking on Zach Gallen. Cortez in his first start, kind of a struggle. 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 5 innings. Granted, they did get the win 5-4 over the Astros. On the opposite side, you got Zach Gallen, who's coming in off of pitching 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 hits. And why did he not go that far into the game? Only won 90 pitches. They won 16-1 in that game. So just a easy game for Gallen in the first one. Personally, I love backing Zach Gallen. He is been a money maker for me over the past couple of years. I think there's a decent shot that he could make a run for the Cy Young Award this year again. I know he came in second place last year to Blake Snell. I really do like Zach Gallen. Yes, I'm fading the undefeated Yankees. I do not care. I like the Yankees. I like the Diamondbacks in this one. We'll take them minus the 120 versus the New York Yankees in this one. If you want to run line the Diamondbacks, get some nice plus money. I'm not going to shame you for that one, but I will be backing Mr. Zach Gallen in this game. Darvish at home, Padres double result. I like it. I'll sprinkle the Nerfy. Why not? Final game for the baseball card, the Giants and the Dodgers. The Dodgers are 135 favorites with a total of 8.5. It's Tyler Glasnow taking on Logan Webb. Unfortunately, they won't give me freaking Tyler Glasnow's numbers. Logan Webb, 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 hits against the Padres in a 6-4 loss on opening day. For me, it would be a lean towards the Dodger run line. The fact that it's actually this cheap is actually quite concerning, though. That's why I kind of stayed off of it. Dodgers at home only minus 135 with arguably their best pitcher on the mound right now. That one kind of sends off red alerts. So if anything, actually, it's probably more of a lean towards the Giants. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to stay off this game. We'll see how today goes. If today is a good day, I may end up adding the Giants to my card, but I'll probably just be staying off. Zach Attack, Gallen and Eflin, Arizona, Tampa Bay. Why not? That's all the baseball games we'll talk about. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna go. There's a bunch of NBA games today. Yes, there's a 12-point favorite, a 13-point favorite, a 7.5-point favorite, a 15.5-point favorite, a 12.5-point favorite. I'll be honest, I'm only going to be discussing this game. It's the only game I have a play in, so I don't feel like I need to waste you guys' time going and passing on 8 other games just to bet the last one. It's the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. Warriors -1, 231.5 is the total. This Dallas team has been red hot. They've won 9 out of their last 10, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Actually 11 out of 12. This has been a Dallas Mavericks team that has been on fire, taking on the Golden State Warriors that obviously I'm not too high on. I understand why this is it's a pick 'em, just because the books are still stupidly high on the Warriors, a team that arguably, I mean, they're only 2 games up on Houston. And Houston plays tonight, although they're 7.5-point dogs in Minnesota, which Minnesota just clinched a playoff spot. So far, there has been 4 clinches, technically 5. The Thunder, Nuggets, and T-Wolves all have clinched a playoff spot in the Western Conference. The Boston Celtics have obviously clinched the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And out of all teams, the Bulls are guaranteed to be in the play-in games. So there you go. Bulls guaranteed in the play-ins. And then I believe the Hawks could be 2 tonight with a Nets loss. The Nets are not playing near the Hawks. So neither of them are going to be involved in that just yet. But once one of them wins, or a Hawks win or a Nets loss, will guarantee that the Hawks will be in a play-in spot as well. I'm on the Mavericks. They just have been red hot, so I'm going to just keep riding with them. Simple 2-team running it back. Atlanta and Baltimore. Sure, why not? Angels money line. Yes. Rangers money line. Sure. Cubs. Yes. Padres. Yes. D-backs. Yes. Plus 56.24. The only one I did not bet is the Rangers, although I do lean that way. My Mavericks future is looking great. What do you have them to do? I mean, they're currently sitting in the 5 seed, so they would get a first round against the Clippers, and then in the first, and if they make it past there, most likely the Thunder. So we'll see what that one for you. $22 to win 100. There you go. Wizards first half. Good luck. I'm not touching that game. I thought Embiid was coming back today, but still ruled out. I feel like ESPN would make a big deal when he comes back, so just keep an eye out for that. Doncic, Joker, Sabonis, all double doubles. Sure. And you got the division. Division standings. They've got a half game lead over the Pelicans. Half game lead over the Pelicans. So still close. But keep that in mind. That is all the games we'll talk about. There's just some ugly games in the NBA. I'm going to start. Obviously, I haven't really been betting a lot of NBA to begin with. A, with baseball here, and B, just how ugly some of the spreads are. I don't feel like I need to be jumping into a lot of NBA right now. I will be jumping in more towards playoff time, especially because you look at the games and it's just like it's whether or not the teams are actually caring. And most of the time, I don't think a lot of them are because they're either trying to there's not really a lot of playoff positioning that they're really fighting for. So we'll see how it goes with that. NBA is just a little bit tough. Yeah, I bought it in February, though. Pelicans had a good lead. There you go. Yeah, the Mavericks are on fire right now. That is all the games for today. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, you guys can follow all the social media links. All those are all the logos to them: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. We're posting on those every single day. So make sure you guys go ahead and check those out. We've really been putting a lot of effort into all of that. And then if you guys are interested, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. Once I get the card from Nick, I'll be posting all that stuff up on the site. So if you guys are interested in that, bada bing, bada boom. For me today in the NHL, just Jeff Skinner to score a goal in his 1,000th career game. Give me the Brewers, Orioles run line, Reds, Angels, Cubs run line, Blue Jays money line, under in the Guardians game, Red Sox run line, the Padres run line, Arizona money line, and then the Dallas Mavericks. No, getting wild with Terry and Frank. Yeah, he's not feeling well today. Mavs, Heat, Thunder, Clippers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.